Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, yeah.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your...
I'm sorry, Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
What? December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. We're in courtroom number 3 now?
We've been in courtroom number 3.
We've been in courtroom number 3?
Yeah.
Ah. Now then, I'd like to resume my trial.
Judge! Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Still don't have a perfect record, though. Very well.
I mean, can we get his ass on trial for conspiracy to commit murder or something?
Well, Miles Edgeworth, take the stand.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court. I said testify! When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Especially if I look at the court record. Please, please. The DL6 incident. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Moments later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, he thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made!
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Remember, you don't have to read the green.
I will read all the green.
What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Kommer was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Kommer, you were handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
I almost read the green. I did not.
So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator?
Yes, myself and my father and Yanioki. We were fine at first. But then as time passed and no one came to help. Green text.
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then...
What was it?
a pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanioki's. The safety must have come off and fell from his holster.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
I yeeted that shit.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick I panicked.
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze.
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream. To this day.
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick.
Seems like I need to look at the court record.
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
If I press present here to look at the court record, I can present it at a later piece, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Just
can
want to
back
go
out.
ahead and look at the court record. Yeah, the weapon was fired twice. He said it was one shot. That'd be my guess anyway. That's the clear contradiction.
Yeah.
I don't know what it proves, but
It proves that there's a contradiction.
yeah.
A single gunshot. Nuh-uh.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
Nuh-uh. Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time.
It's 3 pages! Tell me which page it's on!
This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
I don't have enough reading comprehension.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on.
Oh, it's 3 pages!
Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired has something to do with the case? Yes, we do, motherfucker.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. White, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Let's scroll to the DL6 stuff.
Oh, I check. I mean, there's the gunshot in the glass I've been looking at the whole time.
Yeah. Big old hole in the window.
That's probably gonna have to be it.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
That's Andrew's dead dad!
I got a dark sense of humor, Your Honor. This is oh, that's you.
There's a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. Andrew, that's your dead dad! It makes me laugh. I can see the victim lying there as Gregory Edgell.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
I don't have good eyesight. Can you point to where it proves it? So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Well,
Your Honor, please. Get a fucking clue.
here, have one of those sticks with the finger on it and point to where it is.
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary. That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Something else that made the bullet hole, other than a bullet.
Yep.
It was a squirrel. They often make bullet holes.
Yeah. Order, I will have order. I mean, just because they didn't find the bullet doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Mr. White has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. I don't know, maybe it went in the vent or something. Maybe it vented. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Tisk! Oh! Tisk! Oh! Tisk!
That design on his shirt looks like scissors.
I thought it looked like a dick and balls, but to each their own.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Oh, now the judge has wisdom.
How did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist.
It does exist.
Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
It's hard to do her voice after doing Von Karma's voice.
Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick.
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired.
Yeah, obviously.
I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick,
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
precisely.
I'd like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. Statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today.
Actually, there's no statute of limitations on murder.
Ah. Well, there's here.
Right now!
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, I object.
Good job, Phoenix. Very good words.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wrong, on what grounds do you object? Nick.
I don't know. This case is perfect.
Oh no.
Rah! It must exist. The second bullet.
I think that's technically Mia saying that. The ghost of Mia.
Well, she sounds a lot like Phoenix when she's agitated. What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it.
Seems rating is not going to produce us any answer from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we've just had proof that did not exist. We also had like 2 pieces of proof that says it does exist. But
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Trust me, I've tried. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Bah! What possible reason could they have had? It's just ludicrous. Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is...
Wouldn't both technically be?
That's what I'm thinking, but... Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof?
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
Special bullet?
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well! Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right.
Mr. White, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. Oh, and that's the wrong answer. My bad. With some pressing need for the search for that bullet.
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. But what possible reason could they have had?
Look, we can fail this like 3 more times.
Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that was the case, then they... Yeah, okay, I'm going down the wrong path, apparently.
Okay, so the murderer didn't need to search for the bullet.
I thought maybe I could present the other bullet as proof. But okay.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Why would the murderer have had to spend time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that goddamn bullet! You don't want to admit it, but it's true! Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy.
Remember, you cross-examined a parrot.
Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm fucking doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... Oh, I get it. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yeah.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yan Yogi, were both unharmed. Does that mean?
The murderer came from outside, yes.
As the window shows.
The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet...
Hurry!
The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. White, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded! There was no murderer! No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregor just dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. I think I'm doing a different voice from him. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken as me as a prosecuting.
Yeah, I think you're doing the judge's voice.
Yeah, I got distracted.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He took the vacation and took the bullet.
He was the murderer in the TR6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
His was Von Karma.
Oh, man.
Something wrong, Mr. White? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
I mean, ask for a name.
Ain't no time like the present one at hand. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, there's certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Von Karma? Why is he smiling? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
Bah!
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal from my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wrong? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. He ate the bullets instead. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullets out by himself? That's insane.
No, we couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. I mean, duh. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
He ate it.
Tisk.
Well, Mr. Wrong,
My ear.
can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Can I produce evidence?
I mean, we gotta show something.
I know, but what?
We got something.
I mean, he's probably got like a wound or something somewhere, but what do we have? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it.
If the bullet was never moved, the bullet's there.
And I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much.
We gotta prove that the bullet is
That
there.
was I just fucked that up. I know how much you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is...
Prove that he has the bullet in him.
Okay, I really want to whip out my attorney's badge, but... Okay, hold on, let's go do this now. I mean, it bears clear ballistic markings, but if the bullet's inside of him, that's not gonna help.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help.
Yep.
I don't think anything in here is gonna help. District courthouse, elevator, oxygen, no clues found in the scene. Trapped in an elevator, one bullet found heart, the murder fire twice. Court bailiff, trapped in an elevator, memory lost due to oxygen. Yeah. I assume it's not the bird?
It's not the bullet, trust me.
Am I gonna use the metal detector and scan him? Are you kidding me? Is that... Why am I bringing a metal detector in fucking court?
I believe you just present this now.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean?
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector that I happen to bring into court. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse!
You refuse? What refusing this means? You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order, order, order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial! This is an invasion of privacy! The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
permitted the use of the metal detector. Scan that fucker! Mr. Von Karma, use a measles detector.
Nope, no, you already did the dialogue.
Okay, yeah.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we gotta give it a shot.
Phoenix picks up his metal detector, walks over.
Reacted. There's something inside his right shoulder. The bullet!
This game is ridiculous.
Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? Oh, I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wrong who must prove something here. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
Ho ho ho.
It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. My attorney's badge.
This parrot! That's a bullet.
Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings. Flashback.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
Get away!
Oh, sorry.
Get away from my father!
Bang.
Bang bang. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. My pointing image is now flipped. Mr. Von Karma?
Progress Edgeworth! Oh, Edgeworth, only you terrify me!
So, it was you.
You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. On camera, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! This was a shock like none I had ever known. Me penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain! A horrible burning pain in my shoulder! Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes.
Technically, Edgeworth still committed the crime of shooting him.
I saw... Yeah, but it ain't murder. That
Yeah.
was an accidental shooting that...
Still a crime.
I suppose. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
The same thing they used for the boat shooting?
In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
Reminds the big bullet hole in the window.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job! Bring an end to this miserable charade! Now! End it!
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Again.
More confetti! We had the confetti cannons loaded twice. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yay! December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2.
Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know, so I thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there. Whoop! Whoop, whoop! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoop! I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all.
I forgot you existed.
Lotta. Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh?
It's over, Nick! My life is over!
God damn it, Larry.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now, pal?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world!
You don't look sick.
It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick!
Paris again?
She's leaving me behind!
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are!
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy! Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Oh, thanks! Looking forward to it! Yo, Nick! That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? Weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No! No! Larry, it was you?
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
You literally set Phoenix's entire life course in motion.
Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it!
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
Phoenix Wright.
And after that, dinner on me.
Yay.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. I want that movie. I want that dinner party.
Alright.
I don't want to actually play anything. I just want to watch it.
There's actually a live-action Phoenix Wright movie in Japan.
Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Covers like the whole game. And there's the anime. Stop calling me!
Why did they let Edgeworth out? He was fucking found innocent. Go back to jail, motherfucker.
December 29th, 5:02 a.m. White and Cold offices.
It's not as fun if Edgeworth's not there. Whoa! I went overboard yesterday. My head hurts.
Phoenix got drunk.
It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
We entered the next room and Maya's dead.
What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? First trains for the mountains have already left. To the station.
Well, I'm here. I used instant transmission.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait.
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Don't show their toys best. Don't show their toys best. I know you wanted to, don't. I presume you know which evidence to show.
The bullet?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought that was obvious, but then you were making me question it.
I've shown the wrong evidence at these end parts way too often. Of course, I played this when I was like 10, but still.
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, one Maya.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. White, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Man, that was a nice case. Now imagine if we did almost the exact same thing but 9 hours longer with a cutscene they had watched 17 times over.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop! Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
This game is great. And the second game is even better for the most part. Like 50% of it.
Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. Head Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah.
God damn it, Larry.
Oh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, I had to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows.
That's not fair.
I'm sure he's grateful.
Payne, get out of here. You literally just exist to be the starting prosecutor in every game. Maybe not every game, but most of the games. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney threw my vote that... dang it, it's a long
David.
Affidavit. No, I'm taking over management of the Game of Hotel. So if you're in the area, please stop by. This tax is going too fast for me.
It's not me.
Affidavit.
Oh, what's you? Phoenix Wright? Yeah, it's me, it's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Phoenix goes missing. That's the plot of Ace Eternity.
Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting some on DVD of the box set nowadays that all I know is of DVD what all these everything's are supposed to keep up?
That text was going too fast. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
I'm looking at literally every character.
You've played this game before, pal, not me.
I remember the credits. It's like the least memorable part.
That fucking Edgeworth part was memorable as fuck.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
She finally found a waterfall.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
Yeah, I remember right. That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real.
Ghost?
Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Who's asking all these people about Phoenix?
Shinji Mikami.
Ah, good to know.
God damn it, there is a ghost.
I can't. Is Gumshoe the one going to the cafe? Is that like marshmallows he has?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to Gumshoe, I'm sorry. Where did she get the victory sign?
Guess you made it.
A brand new episode has been added.
Yep, that's created after the other two games were made. But for now, Thanks for watching this episode of Gabba Game Night. Like and subscribe. Go check out VSC, and most importantly, whoop. Good night.
Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, yay. Come on and watch him play games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.